Hey, you guys. Hey. It is Kat, the course builder here, your AI course coach. And I am coming in to talk to you guys because I know that you are using artificial intelligence to help you build your courses, to help you build your courses better. And there's nothing wrong with that. As someone who has owned a professional agency for more than 10 years now, I can tell you that we use AI in our business and have for many, many years. The difference now is that AI is much more accessible, it's much more flexible, but there are some things that AI still has its limitations about, right? And one of those things is the fact that AI cannot strategize for you. It cannot tell you whether or not your course is really good or bad. It can't tell you if it meets professional standards. It's just going to really kind of give you a mix of things that are already kind of out there on social media. And so what a lot of people are really finding is that they are kind of stuck with these generic sounding and generic looking courses that they really don't feel confident about. And, I understand that. I understand that because why would you feel comfortable really about something that you didn't really do, right? And so, but does that mean that you should not use artificial intelligence? Absolutely not. That is not what it means. It means that you really need to use it the right way. It means that you can't just throw something in chat gpt and then turn your back and walk off, right? You cannot do that. Not if you want a course that meets professional standards. Not if you want a course that you can actually license to organizations and get big checks for, right? If you are putting together a course, let me go ahead and turn this on. If you and no, don't end it on there. Hopefully it's live on there. But if you are using your courses for just sort of just throwing something out there or just putting something together, that's not really what you want to do, because what's going to happen is that people are really going to end up devaluing your course. Okay. They're going to devalue it because it's generic. They're going to devalue it because it's not really you. And it's not you. You haven't really put it together well. But that doesn't mean that AI cannot be a solution. It doesn't mean that AI cannot be part of what helps you to get your course done better, done faster, done easier. Okay. And so I want you to really kind of think about, what is your end goal for your course? What is it that you are trying to achieve? What is it that you're wanting to achieve? If your goal for your course is for it to have longevity, if your goal is for it to be, to have a global impact, then that means that you have to put out a course that is worthy of global impact, right? And that is what artificial intelligence can help you to do. So, one of the things that, I hear a lot from business owners who are wanting to, create their courses and build it and using AI, they're kind of feeling a little bit disappointed because they felt like, hey, they told me if I build it they will come. They kind of told me that hey, my courses can be built with artificial intelligence. I could just kind of turn my back and walk off, and they're finding out very quickly that that is just not the case, right? And what has happened is that because of artificial intelligence, because of those kinds of things, right? That people have devalued what they bring to the table. And so now there's kind of this fear of devaluing what you have and feeling like, I don't even know if I want to put it out there because people aren't going to take it seriously. They're going to see it as just one of these, courses that are out there that that people are, just kind of throwing out there into the atmosphere. And so I want to let you know that you are on the right track. You're on the right pathway. Using artificial intelligence is a good thing because it's going to help you to get it done faster, easier, and better. And here's the other thing. For those of you all who are wanting to offer your courses to businesses, right? Who are wanting to offer your courses to professional audiences, like people who are looking for CEUs, like people who are looking for professional development courses, for companies that are looking for programs that they can offer to all of their employees or all of their admin staff or all of their all of their folks, and your course is that one that they're looking for, right? Well, you've got to present something professional to them. Now, where does AI come in with this? How does it actually all come together? And why is this a great thing for you? This is why I coach folks on using AI for courses. Okay. Let me just give you a quick disclaimer. I am no AI guru. I can tell you that right now. I don't profess to be, I don't claim to be, and I'm not that. Okay. I am not an AI guru type person. There are plenty of people out there who immerse themselves in all things AI. That is not me. I coach specifically on using AI for courses, for learning engagements. Okay. So that's the lane that I'm in. That's the lane I stay in. And I rarely divest from that lane. Okay. Because I know where I can help the most. I know where I'm able to help you all the most. So if you are building out courses and you're wanting to use artificial intelligence, but you've been a little leery, either because you have not really mastered it, or you feel like you have to master it, or maybe you're just going down a rabbit hole. You are just inundated with all the things. Let me come over here and see if I have any comments over here. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys over there on YT. Nice to see you. YT, FB, TT, IG, all the places. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you all so much for coming in. We're talking about artificial intelligence and the role that it plays in courses. And I want to give you all some do's and don'ts this evening so that as you are using artificial intelligence, you're using it wisely. You're using your time wisely so that you are not just going down all these rabbit holes because you think it's cute and you think it's cool, right? It's cool when you watch other people put this stuff together, but that's because they have spent hours and hours and hours perfecting this so that when they show it to you, it looks all super easy, right? And you're like, oh, I want to do that too. I want to create that. I want to make that. I want to do all of that. But then you do it and you sit down and you're no farther ahead on your course than you were before, right? And now you've got all of these tools and all of these choices, and now you're trying to figure out, how do I make them all work? Well, the truth of the matter is that you don't have to make them all work. The truth of the matter is that they're not all going to be for you. They're not all going to be tools that you should necessarily use for your course. There are some amazing tools out there. Does that mean that you should be spending hours upon hours learning it? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. The reason why artificial intelligence, when it comes to building out courses and learning engagements and learning experiences, the reason why it's important and the reason why you need to pay attention to it is because this is what professional audiences are looking for. Okay. They want polished courses, not generic courses. I didn't say generic. I said polished. I said they need to look the part. They need to be the part. So if you're wanting to expand your reach, expand who you're actually offering your courses to, then you want to make sure that your courses have a spit shine on them. Okay. Make sure they have a spit shine on them. Make sure that they are really worthy to put in front of professional audiences. So a lot of my clients who come in on the agency part, they come to us because they want the spit shine on their courses. They want it to look the part. They want it to be reflective of their 10, 20, or even 30 years of experience out in the marketplace, right? And so they come to us because they care about what their courses look like. Well, so do you. And now you can use some tools for artificial intelligence, but there are some things. Artificial intelligence still needs a human touch. It still needs a human loop. It still needs a human to say whether or not it makes sense for you and what you are wanting to achieve. You cannot just throw a prompt into ChatGPT and think that your course is going to be ready for professional audiences. Okay. You might, and I mean might be able to get away with that with consumer audiences. Maybe. Okay. But the likelihood is that even consumer audiences are not going for the proverbial okey doke. Okay. They are not. And that's one of the reasons why the prices of courses have gone down in recent years, is because of the perceived value. They feel like, hey, I can go on ChatGPT for 20 bucks a month or even free, and I can do the same thing that you just put together. Why do I have to pay for it? Okay, I'll pay you just because you took the time to and bother to put it together and put it in front of me. So now, where your course may have been worth $200 or $300, you may have put that price tag on it 2-3 years ago. Now that same course, you're barely able to get 20 bucks for it, 30 bucks for it, because people have just devalued information. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference between people who are just throwing together stuff with AI and people who are using it strategically to build professional level courses that really are indicative of their analysis, their experience, their expertise, their feedback, right? And you're able to lock that in to your course using artificial intelligence. Okay. So does it make it faster? It can. But what a lot of people are finding is that it's actually for them taking longer. Why? Because they're getting stuck down these rabbit holes. And that's one of the don'ts that I don't want you to do. I don't want you to get stuck down rabbit holes using tools that really aren't enhancing your course at all, right? It's not enhancing the experience for your learners at all. So I want you to focus on just the tools that you need for your course, to give it that polish, to give it that value, right? So that nobody can look at your course and say, oh, they just made this with ChatGPT. I'll give them 20 bucks for it. I'll give this person 30 bucks for their course or whatever, right? You don't want anyone devaluing your course because it's generic, because there's really no distinguishable difference between that and the course down the street. But artificial intelligence can level up your course, right? If you are not just using ChatGPT to come up with modules, right? Or an outline, because anybody can really do that, right? Well, if you know what you're doing, and it might come out right and it might not. Because that's the thing that ChatGPT and the rest of them are not going to tell you. They can give you their opinion, but only you can really determine whether or not this is what your learners really need and really want at this particular time. ChatGPT doesn't know that. It doesn't know what your end goals are. And yeah, you could throw it in there and put it on there, and good luck going down that rabbit hole. Okay. By the time ChatGPT gets finished agreeing with you on everything that you're talking about, you're back at square one, trying to figure out how you put all this stuff together. How do you get it to look amazing? How do you get it to look and feel and have that professional level spit shine on it, right? How do we actually do that? The thing that's great about artificial intelligence is that it allows you to create a polished look and feel for your courses. It allows you to engage with professional level people on a level that just a regular course is sitting over on Teachable somewhere is not going to do. Right? They're going to get bored. They're going to get bored. And so AI allows you to create that engagement, that wow factor, where businesses are going to say, you know what, this is different. This is amazing. I love this. I want you to come in. I want you to bring your book. I want you to speak on our stage. And I want you to leave your course, your program. And that goes for online courses as well as in-person courses. You can use artificial intelligence to help you with both of them, to help you to really create a polished, professional experience that's fun for people. Right? You have to remember that people are looking for an experience. And the beautiful thing about AI is that it allows you to do that, right? So whatever you created in AI, whatever you put together with, maybe it's an outline, maybe it helped you with your modules, maybe it helped you with your lessons. There is a reason why that course still feels generic. There's a reason why you still don't feel all the way comfortable putting it out there, right? There's a reason for that. But what if you could actually put your course out there in a way that respected your experience, where people cannot devalue it, or people say, oh my goodness, right? I can't get that from Google. I can't get that from YouTube. I cannot get that. I can only get it from Cheryl. I can only get it from Beatrice. I can only get it from you, right? That, how do we actually put that together? So you have artificial intelligence tools that are going to help you to build and take your DIY course up to the next level, up to the next level. Give it that polish, give it that finish, allow you to combine whatever ChatGPT can do with real life experience, expertise, analysis, feedback. How do we actually do that? We're going to be talking about that at my free AI course Reboot Summit that's going to be in just a few weeks. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and register for it. It's completely free, and you can come in, and I'm going to be sharing with you how you should be using AI specifically for courses. Now, I cannot help you with all the AI stuff for social media and all the memes and all that kind of stuff. That's not my thing. But when it comes to instructional design, when it comes to building courses, and when it comes to leveling up your courses for professional audiences, I can definitely be your course coach, okay? Your AI course coach. And I'm going to be that for you at this summit, okay? This summit, I am bringing together some of my very good friends. You'll see when you get there, right? Where we're going to be talking about how to actually reboot that course that you have. Give it some life. Bring it back to life. Give it some hope, okay? Right now, it's probably just sitting on your hard drive. It's probably sitting on your desk. It's probably collecting dust sitting over on Teachable somewhere. I don't know where the course is, but if you created a course and you think you put it together in ChatGPT and you think it's okay, but you don't quite feel comfortable with it, you're not quite sure, I want us to reboot that course. You don't have to throw it away. You don't have to start over from scratch, but you do have to use the tools that you have in the right way so that your course has that professional polish. When it's professional, when it's showing your real expertise, guess what? You can put the price tag on it that it really deserves. You can put it out there not only for people who are looking for professional development courses, but people who are looking for CEU courses, for businesses that are looking for learning engagement for their employees, for their volunteers, for their admin staff, for all of those folks, for nonprofits who are looking for these courses for mothers, for parents, for recently incarcerated folks, for the disabled, for veterans, for all kinds of folks. They're looking for these programs, but they are looking for a professional presentation. And AI, quite frankly, can help you do that. Right now, so we have some people who come into our agency who say, listen, I don't want to do nothing myself. Y'all go and y'all do it and y'all make it look amazing. And we do that, right? We absolutely do that. We do that for businesses. We do that for entrepreneurs, experts, those who want a professional polish on and package on their course. They want their courses to be reflective of their expertise, not something ChatGPT pulled in from a gazillion billion people all over the world, and ain't no telling what it's talking about. Okay. No, that's not what they're looking for. They're not looking for something that was just thrown together. So if that's you, if you know that you're not looking for something that's just thrown together, then I invite you to join us on October 15th. It's coming up in just a few weeks. And we're going to be getting down to the nitty gritty. I promise you, you're going to leave clear about the AI tools that you should be using, and the ones, just leave it alone. When you've got more time, you can work on those things. We are going to be working on what you need to do to bring your course up a level, making sure that it is professional, that it is one that can be presented to professional people and high value clients. If that's what you're looking for, you definitely need to make sure that you join us, okay? Because I want to share with you what is possible. I want to teach you AI for courses, okay? Remember what I told y'all. Remember what I told you. I'm not talking about general AI. I'm not a generalist when it comes to AI. I'm not someone who's going to help you to create all these pretty graphics and cartoons and memes and all this other kind of stuff. That is not me. That is not me. I am talking about artificial intelligence and how to use it to level up your courses. I'm going to teach you just what you need to know, not anything more that's going to get you bogged down and get you, going down all kind of rabbit holes. We're not doing that. I'm going to show you exactly how you should be using it, show you the possibilities, show you how to take it from this general course or something that you put together back in 2019 and how to up level that course so that it's something that professional audiences and high value clients are going to be wowed about. Okay. All right. So you guys, for those of you all who are new to me and you're just now meeting me, I am Kat Dunn, affectionately known across social media as Kat the Course Builder, your AI course coach, your person who is going to help you to really level up what you're doing with your programs. Okay. So listen, you guys, I came for a good time, not a long time. And so there you have it. I have put the link in the chat. If you are watching this on one of the other platforms like TT or IG or something like that, YT, any other places, you can check the link around this video to go ahead and reserve your space. All right, before spaces fill up. All right, and we're going to go through it, and I cannot wait to meet you. I can't wait to see what you've got going on and share with you these amazing, amazing tools that are going to help you to level up your courses. Okay. All right, you guys, have an amazing, amazing rest of your night. And until next time, stay on course. See you soon.